Almighty Olodumare created everything with the works of the spirits, and till date, the spirits live forever. And working in conjunction with Olodumare, the spirits are still part of humanity till date. And their own world is the world of the divinities. And the world of human beings are the world of humanity. Both of them work hand in hand. So the glory of God, spirits don't die. We, the Omoduduas, and the Yorubas, we believe in reincarnation. To the glory of God, I'm a reincarnated spirit of our ancestors that have long gone for hundreds of thousands of years. I came back to this world. It's a great opportunity and honor that I have to tell our story of who we are, because nobody can tell our story for us. We have to tell our story of who we are. As a reincarnated spirit, I did very wide consultation, a wide libation and propitiation of all the spirits of our ancestors, and to the glory of God, from the archival materials that has never been seen globally, and the story of who we are, how we have been coming and going to this world for several thousands of centuries. I am bringing all this privileged information and story as Arole Odudua. I am now very delighted to let the entire world know the spirit and the force behind the divinity world that long existed before humanity. And these are all the things they left in our custody. That, particularly as the spiritual head of the entire Yoruba people, spirituality is everything. That's the essence of our being, the essence of our existence, and the essence of what we have come to do in this world. As a reincarnated spirit, and also doing very wide consultation, it hasn't been easy for me to bring a lot of things out that are very sacred, that depicts our ancestors and what they stand for in the level of mystical powers and spirituality. But my own objective as Arole Odudua is to enlighten and let the whole world know who we are. What we are about to do is to tell our story, the real authentic story of who we are, because the world have been telling our story on our behalf. Nobody can tell our story for us. We have to tell our story by ourselves. On this note, we are unveiling the spirit of our ancestors and the treasures left behind for our ancestors. It's been a very tough and Herculean task putting everything together. The divinity in them are real, very potent. They still breathe that life, and to the glory of God, for our primary objective to tell our story. God bless, and the spirit of Olodumare continue to be with all of us. Ashe. Ori, that is the spirit head. The spirit head where everything resides. All the senses of human existence resides in Ori, the spirit head. As a reincarnated spirit, in so many thousands of years ago, before humanity was formed, when we have the generation of divinities, the 401 divinities that lived in Ife, the land of expansion. Ori used to be a unit and used to roll everywhere. Ori used to gather no momentum, and the entire parts from the divinity world, they used to make fun of Ori because Ori used to just roll everywhere. But Ori started consulting from other parts of the body. Ori consulted the eyes. The eyes agreed to be part of Ori. The eyes started residing with Ori. Ori consulted with the brain. The brain, where we have the neural system of the entire body. And the brain agreed to actually reside for protection in Ori. Ori also consulted the nose. The nose actually agreed to reside where Ori will be residing. Also, Ori consulted with the lips, because the lips and the teeth were living together. They also agreed to reside where Ori is. Also, Ori consulted the ears. The ears also agreed to reside where Ori is. And that's where every sense of reasoning, sense of understanding, sense of growth, sense of right and wrong decided to reside with the spirit head. Ori is more powerful than anything in this world because that is at the forefront of the entire human being. The entire divinity, Ori used to be the leader because Ori agreed with other parts and they lived successfully well with Ori. Ori stopped gathering. Ori became the head. Ori became the spirituality at the forefront. But who will now hold on to Ori? And that's when Nek, Orun, agreed to host Ori and joined together. And that's how humanity started forming. And the spirit head started transcending and passing the spirituality of human existence to the entire body. Till now, Ori is the spirit head for everything you do. Even as a body, the most important thing above everything is the spirit head. And that is where the greatest protection is. That is where the greatest comfort, the greatest reasoning, anything you want to become in life comes from Ori. Either you want to be successful, it comes from your Ori. Either you want to be unsuccessful, it is from Ori that you will think it first before every other part will now transcend and execute the action. Also, in the spirit world, the head kingship system has to do with Ori. Ori is the factor, the determining factor that will take you to anywhere you will get to, any level you will ascribe to get through, and any aspiration you want to get to. Yorubas will say, Ori la koko ma n bo, kato bo òrìṣà. Tá ò bá bọ orí, ibo l'òrìṣà wà tí ò gbé ni, orí ẹni òun ló ń gbé ni. Ori is very important in the spirit world, and we, the lineage and progenitor of Oduduwa, from all our ancestors, Ori is very important. It is from Ori that the transition of divinity to humanity is. So the past, the present, and the future resides in the spirit head, Ori. It's very important to our ancestors, and it's very important in the divinity world. And that's why we have the spirituality in terms of headship. headship in terms of spirituality is Olodumare. And other spiritual beings, they have all their elemental forces in their Ori. They have their headship in different forms and in different ways. That is why we must have a head, for us to have a sense of direction, for us to have a sense of belonging, and for us to have a sense of how we are heading to in this world. Headship is very important, and that is why Ori is very relevant in our belief in ancient times. Ori is very important in our belief in this present time, and Ori will forever be relevant in the foreseeable future. It's very critical for us to know that headship even took place in the divinity world, in the world of the spirituality, because we have had several dynasties, and the dynasty during the divinity world, they must have a headship. Same with the humanity world, that we have headship today. The headship and the king's head has always been on the throne of Oduduwa. And we don't joke with Ori and the spirituality involved in it. And that's why we pour libation for Ori all the time. And that's why we must give the food in the spirit for Ori to lead us right in everything we're doing. The spirit head, Ori, is very significant because it's from our oracle. It's very clearly stated there in Itura Orikon or Itura Orifa, because it is Ori that draws positivity for us. It is Ori that draws support and supplication and multiplication for us. It is Ori that draws any type of form of energy and spirituality for us. Itura Orifa, Ori ló ń fa ire fúnni, Ori ló ń fa ibi fúnni, Ori mi fari kò mí, Ori mi kó kábi kúrò lórí mi. Ori is very important in everything we do, and that's why we protect it, especially if you are a very strong head. You have headship, you must protect it. In Yoruba lineage, we must put on a cap. We have, because àṣírí orí ò kí ń tú, irun orí olóńgbò àṣírí orí nínú Òtúrá Orífà is there. All our deities, they revered Ori because during the divinity world, they all agreed to the efforts of Ori gathering the best of the best senses and being put everything together for us to know where we are today. May Olodumare continue to be with us. Ashe. Yoruba spirituality is something we don't joke about because we believe in a spirit of reincarnation. We believe in so many of our ancestors coming back to life. As Arole Oduduwa, I'm one of a living example. I can assure and affirm to all and sundry, everybody watching me, that I'm a reincarnated spirit of several thousands of years, coming back to finish the work of my ancestors. Spirituality of the Yoruba people is very linked to a lot of things because Scientifically, it has also been proven that we have the hominid DNA that has to do with the DNA of the spirit. Unknown DNA is the DNA that belongs to the spirit world. Spirituality is very key for us. We don't believe that we have living things and non-living things. Everything in the lineage of Oduduwa has a life in it. The same way we have all the forces of nature. In Yoruba land, we understand the forces of nature behind wind. If you understand the language that the wind understands, the wind will answer you. We understand the spiritual forces behind water. If you understand the language and the thing to speak to water, water will hear you. If you understand the language of wind, you speak to wind, wind will hear you. If you understand the language of fire, fire will hear you. If you understand the language of the firmament, the sky will hear you. These are real and not mystical things. We believe so much in spirituality and the link between the spirituality world and the world of the divinities. It's very important in Yoruba language that everything we say has a meaning and how we connect to the world beyond. The world beyond in the firmament or on the ground. We believe very strongly that some spirits, they live in the air. We believe some spirits live inside the trees and shrubs and forests. We believe that some spirits live in the ground. We believe some spirit lives in the sky. We believe there are other worlds beyond the world of humanity. And that spirituality connects all of us. It's a world ecosystem. It is the heart ecosystem. Everything has a link. Everything is intertwined. And as a result, we all believe in that spirituality. We don't believe in death. As we, from this part of the world, we believe in separation. There is spirituality in life and there is spirituality in death. Whenever it happens, it is separation of the world spirit from the body. Because the body belongs to the sand and it will go back to the sand. We don't believe that there is nothing that is living and non-living. Everything has a living spirit in it. We communicate with them and they do whatever we need to do with them. We send them on errands, we send them for messages, and they do whatever we say they should do because we understand the language they understand and the language of spirituality. God be with all of us. God bless, and Olodumare be with us all. Ashe. Ashe means authority of let it be and it will be. Authority and the spirit that lies within the tongue. It is that Ashe that Olodumare used to create the world. It is the authority and affirmativeness of what should be. What should be sealed. The seal of authority in the spiritual realm and being transcended down to the physical realm. Ọba ato lórúkọ tá ń pè ìwọ àṣẹ. Àgùntàn ló bí yèyé rẹ̀. Wọ́n gbárajọ. Wọ́n di ọjà Ìjìgbò mẹ́kùn. Wọ́n níbo ni wọ́n máa pa sí. Nítorí pé ọmọdé Ifẹ̀ wọn ò gbéná kárí, àgbààgbà Ifẹ̀ wọn ò ṣùṣù káwọ́ ọjà. Nígbà tí wọ́n gbárajọ tí wọ́n ní wọ́n máa pa sí ọjà Ìjìgbò mẹ́kùn. Wọ́n ní ta ni kan fún ní orí. Wọ́n fún ọmọ Ẹ̀gbá Aláké, wọ́n fún ní orí. Wọ́n ní ta ni kí wọ́n fún ní Ìwó. Wọ́n ní kí wọ́n fún Ìjẹ̀bú ọmọ Ògbòrògàndà. wọ́n fún ní wo. Wọ́n ní tani kọ́ fi àṣẹ sí àṣẹ tó ń fún wọn níjọ́ kìíní àná wọ́n fi sí ẹnu Olúfẹ̀. Wọ́n fi àṣẹ sí ẹnu Olúfẹ̀. Olúfẹ̀ òun náà ni àṣẹ wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀. Olúfẹ̀ is the progenitor of the entire Yoruba people, which is our king head, the Oduduwa lineage. The authority was given to him, Ọ̀túnmi Àbá, Adífá fún wọn lálùdé Àbá, Òsì mi àṣẹ, Adífá fún wọn lálùdé àṣẹ. Gbogbo àbá tí ń bá ti dá báyìí, kí òrìṣà òkè máa gbà. Gbogbo àṣẹ tí ń bá ti pa báyìí, kí òrìṣà òkè kó mú lọ sí ilé àṣẹ. Tó ó balẹ̀ ó dàṣẹ ní àṣẹ Àjàgùnmálẹ̀ Olúwo òde ọ̀run. It is the power that lies in the tongue. Anything that is being said on the throne of Olufe, the throne of Oduduwa, and so shall it be. They use that Ashe to create a lot of things. It's a place and a seal and a power of authority, a powerful supernatural word that lies within the tongue. It is from Olodumare, which has actually been given to all the divinities and the spirits, because Ashe is very critical, Ashe is very important, Ashe is the seal of authority, and when they say so and shall it be, and it shall be like that. It is a symbol that is being passed down from Sokoti Alagbede Orun, Ogunlade, the first blacksmith in the world, that first of all used gavel. Gavel is a symbol of authority that seals everything up. Everything we use till date, we still use the gavel to excite authority and for it to know that it is done, and so shall it be. It is from our ancestors, and it has been used from time immemorial. It's a symbol of authority, and that Ashe was descended from heaven with Oduduwa, and that Ashe is still in existence till date. And that is one of the things that I'm using as Arole Oduduwa on the throne of authority, the throne of spirituality, and the throne where it is said that the authority should be and everything will be done. Ashe, 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 Boshimari, Nile Olufe. God Almighty and the Spirit of Olodumare continue to be with us, guide and protect us, and so shall it be. Ashe. For the young Brazilians and also the old that are watching online the exhibition of the treasures of our ancestors, may Olodumare continue to guide and protect you, be with you, honor you in all your endeavors in life. The truth be told, nobody can tell our story for us. We have to tell our stories. And how can we connect our stories? Is from the spirits of our ancestors. the treasures they left behind, a painstaking effort to put it together, and also to let all the young Brazilians and the generation yet unborn to see and to know who we are, the Orishas. They all know you even before you were born, as you are growing up and everything you want to do. It is the power from Olodumare. They know every step you take. They know everything you will do, but you might not know them all. You will know few of them, but they all know you. And they are connected to your Ori, your spirit head. In everything you do, talk to your spirit head for your guidance, for all the protection, and for everything you want to achieve in life. Do not forget the content of your character. The content of your character is what will make you to be whatever you want to be in life. If the content of your character have good qualities, you will have a very positive result in terms of your aspiration and anything you want to be in life. I want to appeal to you, be of good courage, be of good cheer, be of positive thinking. May Olodumare continue to be with you, guide and protect you. By the very special grace of Olodumare, you will not have any affliction of sickness. You will continue to grow from strength to strength. Everything you lay your hands upon, may Olodumare and the spirit of the Orishas and our ancestors continue to guide you. From the throne of Odudua, we love you. As Arole Odudua, remember that you are part of this home. This is the bigger home where we all came from. God bless you and bless all the works of your hand. May Olodumare continue to guide you in everything you do. Obrigado, Odua Heritage Home in Brazil. My son Ajoyemi, my beautiful daughter Omidele, Carol, my very dear one Erika, the prolific, the sound one Emanuela and Mayara. God bless you all. Olodumare be with you. Keep up the good work. Continue to strive and work hard in everything you do and everything you strive for. On this note too, I want to greet the entire Odua Heritage Home in Nigeria. Obrigado. God bless you. The spirit of Olodumare be with you. Guide and protect you all. I love you all. From the throne of Odudua, as Arole Odudua, Ooni Risha, Ooni Ojaja the second, Ooni Adeyeye Enito, Babatunde Ogunwusi. Obrigado.